Well, it'll soon be easier to purchase Ontario wines, Premier Kathleen Wynne says. VQA wines, which are made only with Ontario grapes, will be available at farmers markets. My next guest welcomes the news, and she has some gift ideas, too, for the Ontario wine lover on your list. Natalie Maclean's a sommelier and the editor of Canada's largest wine review site, nataliemaclean.com. We've reached her at her home in Ottawa. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning, Wei.
So what will this news mean for Ontario wineries?
Well, I think it is definitely good news. It'll give especially smaller wineries more access to new customers, of course, new revenue, and just a stronger foothold in the customer relationship, because a lot of these wineries, there are more than 100 of them, don't actually have their wines in LCBO stores. So they either sell directly from the winery when people visit, or they may have some sort of mailing list, mail out within the province. But other than that, they can't reach new customers, and this will give them that opportunity.
But are all wineries part of this VQA?
Well, the VQA, Vintners Quality Alliance, is a strict regulation series of guidelines in terms of how the wines are made. You mentioned that the grapes all have to be from Ontario. There are other guidelines within that. So no, not all wines are VQA within Ontario. Some are what we call ICB. They're blends of Ontario grapes or wine and international grapes or wine, and bottled here in Canada. So they're not eligible, just VQA.
Okay, so it doesn't mean that you can get all Ontario wines at the farmer's market then. All right, if we are on the hunt, though, for someone on our list, you actually recommend wines based on the personality of the person you're giving it to. So let's talk about that. What if someone we know is, one of those really sort of people persons, very bubbly? What gift would you give them?
Well, for someone who is got lots of personality, I would go with Reef Estate Empress Chardonnay. So, if she's the queen of conversation, if she has lots to say, this is a lovely wine. It's crisp, it's refreshing, there's flavors of green apple and so on. And what's terrific, not only is this a VQA wine, it's just $13. It is available actually in LCBOs as well, of course, from Reef Estate Winery. But it's a terrific one. Of course, you could also go with a sparkling wine if she's got that bubbly personality too.
What about someone who's got a great sense of humor?
Yes, like my hairdresser. Well, for that one, I would go with Megalomaniac the Narcissist Riesling. Yeah, it's perfect for a hairdresser or someone who, has got a great sense of humor. I love this series of wines from the Megalomaniac Winery, also in Niagara, a VQA wine, also now in the LCBO. It's not just the humorous labels, because they have Local Squeeze is one of them, and Cold Hearted is another. But these are really terrific wines. This is a Riesling, as I mentioned. It's great for roast turkey and all the fixings. It's $16.95. It's a real deal. So, but it's a fun gift wine too.
How about matching someone who is maybe a little bit more conservative?
Well, then you want a sort of a blue chip wine. So you want to go high end, probably from Niagara. So now we're looking maybe at Le Clos Jourdain, Pinot Noir, which of course is the heartbreak grape because of what it does to your wallet. It's hard to grow, so it's expensive usually, but you're splurging, maybe for your financial planner or someone in your life. And I would go, they make a range of Pinot Noirs starting at about 25. That's their entry level. They go up to about 60 for their Grand Cru. So depending on how naughty or nice that person has been, you can choose whatever Pinot Noir suits.
Now, what about, I don't even know, do you buy your boss a bottle of wine?
Well, this is a hard one to negotiate. Got to be careful because, if you give a wine that's too expensive, he'll think, well, she really doesn't need a raise now, does she? If you're too cheap, well,
you're too cheap.
Yeah, you're too cheap. Go back to the mailroom. So for this, I would choose, Champagne is very traditional around the holidays, Champagne from the Champagne region of France. But why not go for a great bubbly from the Niagara region, like Flat Rock Cellars Riddled Sparkling Wine? It's a fraction of the cost of Champagne. It's $25. It's terrific. It's toasty. It's bubbly. And I think champagne or sparkling wine is always a good gift wine when you're not sure of the person's taste because, they'll use it around this time of the year for a toast or whatever. It also goes with turkey dinner.
Natalie, cheers. Thank you so much.
You too, Wei. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Natalie Maclean is the editor of Canada's largest wine review site, nataliemaclean.com.